TRA.com or call 800-583-6580. That's 800-583-6580.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
Oh, Dallas Cowboys schedule starting to leak out little by little. Week 1 has been revealed as Tom Brady's foray into broadcasting, as he will be on the Fox call of the Cowboys and Browns at 3:25 in Week 1. They'll also be playing, according to Joe Buck, 2 Monday Night Football games. Plus, we got the NBA playoffs tonight. Knicks and Pacers, followed by Nuggets Timberwolves.
This is Extra Innings with Pleasure.
Truth is, I am Iron Man.
Rock and roll! The Texans win it!
You've been called the Da Vinci of our time. What do you say to that?
Absolutely ridiculous. I don't paint.
That ball is history. A walk-off home run.
And it's going to be legendary.
James Pledger wraps your day with insight, opinion, plenty of sarcasm, and of course, your calls. He'll even pour a beer out the door for his favorite story of the day. This is Extra Innings with Pledger. Now, here's Pledge.
Oh, welcome into Extra Innings with Pleasure right here on San Antonio Sports Star, 94.1 FM, sasportstar.com. I appreciate everybody for rolling through, however you may be listening, whether that is on 94.1 on the FM dial. If you are listening online at sasportstar.com via our AA Best Bail Bonds audio player, or if you're one of the many people that listen via our YouTube channel, where you can listen anywhere in the world. You can stop, you can rewind, you can go to live with the show, and you can comment along with the show. And of course, you can always call in if you want to be a part of it at 210-656-ESPN. That's 210-656-3776. And today, special for y'all, I have a couple of giveaways to give away during the show today. First of all, I've got Live Nation's Concert Week, which I've been telling you about for the past week. It ends today, as there are 5,000 shows, 900 artists. Today's the last day of it. We've got a pair of tickets to win today to go see 311's Unity Tour with special guests AWOL Nation and the Neon Trees. They're playing at the Moody Amphitheater on August the 21st. Tickets available at livenation.com if you don't win. And also for the rest of the week, I'm going to have tickets to go see Nick Swardson, the comedian, out at the Aztec Theater. He will be coming to town on December 6th. So coming up during the show, I'm going to give them away one each way. I've got one for the callers, one for the bullpen bandits. That's right. We'll do concert 311 concert with AWOL Nation and Neon Trees out at the Moody Amphitheater via the phone at the end of this segment. Then, before the show ends, we'll do one for the YouTubers as we get ready to go into Rangers baseball as they try and snap a 4-game losing streak. We'll give away the Nick Swardson Live at the Aztec Theater tickets to end the show as we go into Rangers baseball. Appreciate everybody for rolling through tonight. NBA playoffs, man, it is getting good. We have got some game 5s tonight that are pivotal. And of course, last night, a couple of really big games. OKC gets back in it in game 4, ties things up at 2 when it looked a lot like Dallas was going to run away with that game. And you wonder how much Luka is struggling due to his injuries. How healthy is he? Because he does not look very healthy at all. And if it's the case, and this injury is hampering him, and you see how he played down the stretch and how tough it was for them to get stops, how much of a liability he is on defense at times, especially now that he seems to be limping around the court a lot. How far can Dallas truly go with Luka playing at whatever percentage he is? Because that could be the pivotal swing moment or pivot point of this series is Luka's health, because he is wearing down as the game goes on, and you could tell he just looked. So how far can they truly go? I say they possibly could win this series. I'm leaning OKC now, though. But if they were to get this past this series, they probably could not go any further than the West Finals, because they need a 100% Luka to be able to make the run that they think they can run. I think they can do that, but I don't think that's going to be this year because he looks hurt. Other storyline, Boston survives Cleveland without Donovan Mitchell. They gave it a run at the end of it. But the bigger storyline of that entire game to me is the fact that LeBron James was sitting courtside, walks in with his own bottle of wine. You know, that had to have been run through Dan Gilbert in the first place. So what does that mean? Well, LeBron doesn't do anything without a purpose behind it. What's that purpose? That is to be determined, but he is definitely hinting at something. Could he go home for a third time? Cleveland does love him. They have the 20th pick in the draft. If you're going to waste a pick on Bronny James in the first round, that's a pretty good place to waste it, late 20s during a bad draft. They have Darius Garland. They have Donovan Mitchell. They have Evan Mobley. They have Jared Allen. That is a nice core if you're LeBron James to drop yourself into. Plus, if you're chasing a ring while trying to play with your son, the East is a much easier path to even get to the finals than in the West. If you put LeBron on that team right now, they are second probably to Boston. You may be able to make an argument for the 76ers. But that's a pretty good position to be in if you're trying to win one more ring or two more rings on your way out the door, however many you can possibly collect, because the West is brutal. The fact that you got Wemby coming up and no clue what they're going to look like. You've got the Grizzlies getting Ja Morant back, who were the 2 seed last year. Sacramento's on the come. You've still got Golden State sitting over there. We've seen the Timberwolves, the Nuggets, the Oklahoma City Thunder rise, all on the rise. And then Dallas with Luka. Like it's just murderer's row to try and get through the Western Conference playoffs, much less into the finals. If you're in the East, Knicks, Pacers, Magic, if you put yourself on that Cavs team, you give yourself a pretty decent shot at least giving yourself a chance to win some titles before you hang it up. And, of course, if it's LeBron related, Brian Windhorst has the scoop, and he was on this morning on Unsportsmanlike talking about LeBron at that playoff game and what it could be possibly hinting at.
I had several NBA executives send me back my own meme. What is going on in Cleveland is what they were going on. LeBron knew exactly what he was doing at the podium when he walked off in Denver and said, I'm not going to answer that question about Lakers. He knew exactly what he was doing when he's done podcasts and put out tweets and Instagram posts since where he goes, I don't know what I'm doing. And then he shows up at this game. I'm not going to freak out. I don't think we need to break into SportsCenter, but it was a very interesting moment, and the league definitely took notice, which is probably what he was looking for.
Miguel Martinez in the bullpen on our YouTube chat says Tyrese Maxey was at the OKC game. Eyes, thinking emoji. Look, Tyrese Maxey is not a person that calculates everything that he does and posts. There's not a meaning behind everything he does. LeBron James, everything is a calculated move in his world. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't say anything without having a reasoning behind what he's doing. Now, could it just be to get them to hire the coach he wants in LA and to make a move to get his kid there? Yes, that is also a possibility of like, hey, look, Cleveland, I can go home. They still love me. And he's just making a point to the Lakers front office to make sure that he gets what he wants in the end in terms of his contract, in terms of the head coach, and in terms of the possibility. Those are all possibilities that this is a leverage play. I'm just saying, if I'm LeBron, they have all the assets that I could need to make a move. They have the capital that could draft my son in the first round. And they have the best path for me to possibly play for more championships. I'm just saying, if I was him, I would definitely give it a thought. I'm going home for a third time. And because I was a villain after I left the first time, because I brought them a title the last time I was there, I'm still beloved in that city all of a sudden. And I could come home and finish my career where it started, where I grew up, and with what, because he delivered his promise to LA. He brought them a title. It's the bubble title, but he brought them a title. He did what he set out to do going to LA. He made a movie, Space Jam 2 or whatever it was. He started his production company. Everything he wanted to accomplish in LA has been accomplished. Now his accomplishments can also happen in a return home. That's all I'm saying. Now, as we look forward, tonight, it's going to be interesting. I think the Pacers have the Knicks against the rope. No OG Anunoby tonight again. That's going to be a tough one for them to continue down. I think the Pacers take a 3-2 lead and probably close out that series just the way it happened. Frank Mateo on our YouTube says maybe James just went to Cleveland to see a game. Maybe that's a possibility. But when you're a man that makes sure everything about you is calculated and meaning, it's hard not to look into certain situations like that, especially when you make the entrance that you did into that game to sit courtside and not in a suite. Just the different things that he did that made this game more about the show of him being there than anything else. Just saying, Frank. The other game tonight, this is a big one for Minnesota. And I say it's a big one for Minnesota because I've seen the Nuggets get off the mat and respond after being punched in the face. Now they have punched the Timberwolves in the face. Can that young team get off the mat in the same way after being punched in the face? And do they have anything with their head coach injured and being able to do something? Because it looks like they figured out a way to expose Rudy Gobert, the defender, because he is a paint player. And that's the thing about him. He doesn't defend all 94 feet on a court. He doesn't defend outside the paint as well as other defenders. He is an in the paint, old school defensive player that can play inside the blocks. Do they have a counter? Is there something they're going to do? Because they looked a lot better playing without Rudy Gobert than they have these last two games with Rudy Gobert. And there needs to be something done for them, or are they too young to understand how to weather being punched in the face like that after Denver made their adjustment? We're going to find out tonight as the series shifts back to Denver for a pivotal Game 5, in which Game 5 winners, I'm going to tell you, they win series about 84% of the time. So it's a big game for both of those teams tonight. Coming up next, though, we are going to talk about the Dallas Cowboys because, of course, we are. Lots being said about Dak Prescott. And look, I'm with you. I'm not the biggest Dak fan in the world. I'm just a realist when it comes to what is available to you. And I think Cowboy fans need to worry about what's on the other side of that mountain and prepare for it. But before I go, like I said, callers, this is your chance. I've got Live Nation's concert week. Last day today, $25 tickets, over 5,000 shows and 900 artists. You can get your tickets at livenation.com. But right now, I've got a pair of tickets for for you to go see 311 with special guests AWOL Nation and Neon Trees on August 21st at Moody Amphitheater. All you got to do is call in and be caller 7 right now at 210-656-ESPN. That is 210-657. See 311 AWOL Nation and Neon Trees out at the Moody Amphitheater. Tickets online if you don't win at livenation.com. And don't forget, coming up later in the show, Nick Swartzen at the Aztec. That one's going to be for the YouTubers. So if you want to win tickets to go see Nick Swartzen at the Aztec, hop on to the YouTube channel. I've got one for you as well. But coming up next, Dak Prescott, what do the Cowboys do? Because what Joe Buck said today on Good Morning America was very interesting.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Big Wednesday on the Huddle. We talked game 5 of both these playoff series. The NFL tells us when and where we're going to be watching the games. It's coming out all day. We'll talk about that and maybe some WNBA. Get here early. The party starts at 6.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. Mornings 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Spring has sprung and it's full tilt boogie time at GiveMeTheVin.com. I'm overpaying for cars because I think they're going to go up even higher from where they are right now. We'll pay off your payoff. We'll pick your stuff up. We'll quote you quick and easy at GiveMeTheVin.com. America's best car buyer. Go there right now, and if I don't beat a CarMax offer, I'll send you a check for $100.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Hey everyone, it's Ted from Consumer Cellular, the guy in the orange sweater, and this is your wake-up call. If you're paying too much for wireless service, you don't have to keep having that nightmare. Consumer Cellular has the same fast, reliable coverage as the leading carriers for less. And for a limited time, new customers receive their second month free when they sign up and use promo code MONTHFREE by May 31st. So why keep spending more than you have to? Seriously, wake up and call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com.
Taxes, fees, and other third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
If you're looking for $500,000 to $1 million or more of affordable term life insurance, we're Term Provider, experts in finding affordable term life insurance for those that may not be in perfect health. Prostate cancer, heart conditions, high cholesterol, or on prescription medications, you may still qualify for $500,000 to $1 million or more of affordable term life insurance. Call Term Provider at 800-337-4168. 800-337-4168.
Don't sweat a swing and miss thanks to insurance tokens from BetMGM. Add an MLB wager to your bet slip and activate your bet insurance token. If your bet with the token applied doesn't hit, you'll get your stake back in bonus bets up to a specified maximum amount. That's another chance to step up to the plate and bet on the action out there on the diamond. Go to your BetMGM account today to claim your bet insurance token and get your stake back in bonus bets if your MLB wager using the token doesn't win. Only at BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks and official sports betting partner of MLB. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to gamble responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 years of age or older. This U.S. promotional offer is not available in D.C., Mississippi, New York, Nevada, Ontario, or Puerto Rico. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in the U.S. For New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For Arizona, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. For Massachusetts, call 1-800-327-5050. For Iowa, call 1-800-BETS-OFF. For Puerto Rico, call 1-800-981-0023. For West Virginia, visit www.1800gambler.net. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards are non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire in 7 days. In partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel.
Get ready for the ultimate pop culture experience at the Ace Superhero Comic-Con presented by Thomas J. Henry. Join us June 20th through the 23rd as we welcome Hawkeye's Jeremy Renner, Andor's Diego Luna, and many more stars. Plus, capture a free selfie and autograph with 10 other celebrities in the free autograph zone. Indulge in our free play arcade, explore Vendor Village, and rock out to daily concerts. Don't miss out. Get your event passes now at bmxevents.com.
Guys, did you know your testosterone affects everything in your system, including how you feel and perform every day? Right now, Revive Men's Health San Antonio will check your testosterone for free. Knowing your T levels is the first step in understanding if you have low T. Your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED. Maintaining an appropriate T level can change your whole life. Most men start to see changes in their hormone levels in their 30s. Experience and results matter. So what are you waiting for? Get your T levels checked today by local, experienced, and trusted men's health experts. They've helped thousands of men since 2011. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Call Revive today and schedule your free testosterone test, free exam, and free consultation. Call Revive Men's Health at 210-615-7777. That's 210-615-7777. Or visit revivemenshealth.com.
You know, I grew up hearing that women are bad with money, but like many of you, I spent years paying accounts and taking care of my family. So turns out women are pretty good with money after all. And now I'm taking control of my financial future by saving for retirement. It's never too late to start, and there's a great website to help you. Check out WeSaySaveIt.org and jumpstart your retirement savings on your budget and your timeline. That's WeSaySaveIt.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Easy Cater. 100,000 restaurants, one platform. Need food for a meeting or a company event? Easy Cater has everything you need to make food for work, work. With easy online ordering and reordering. Save your favorite orders, make edits as needed, and click. We even help you with expenses by keeping your receipts all in one place, which means all you need to do is sit back and enjoy the food. From ordering to reporting, Easy Cater has everything to make food for work, work. Order 24/7 at easycater.com.
Dave Ramsey here for my friends over at Connecticut in San Antonio. Trust me, Connecticut water systems are the best of the best. I personally have one in my home. All those other water softener systems out there are junk in comparison. Connecticut uses less water and runs on kinetic energy. So there's no computer to break, fewer moving parts, and it works only when you need it. It was even voted most efficient water softener in the world by the Water Quality Association. The team at Connecticut San Antonio can test your water, install a system, and provide treatment all without stepping a foot inside your home.
I'm Chris Canepa of Connecticut and San Antonio in the Hill Country. I'll let you try a Connecticut quality water softener for 90 days absolutely free. Call us at 656-PURE. That's 656-7873, or visit us on ConnecticutSA.com.
And tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
Call 656-PURE, Connecticut.
Welcome back into Extra Innings with Pleasure right here on San Antonio Sports Star, 941 FM, SASportsStar.com. I appreciate y'all running through tonight. Congratulations to Robbie for winning those tickets to go check out 311 along with Neon Trees and AWOL Nation. Got a couple of posts on X. One of them was from Robbie before he actually won, surprisingly enough, as he tweeted at me that he literally has a 311 tattoo on his chest and would love those tickets. Well, he was caller 7, so he ended up winning those tickets and told me that he had tweeted me. That's awesome. Johnny Football tweeted at me at Johnny Rotten 23 that he's headed to Dallas this weekend to go see AWOL Nation at the Wildflower Festival. Tickets were $50. AWOL and Group Love on Friday and Saturday. Great little festival lineup. That sounds like a great time. I love AWOL Nation. It's a lot of fun. We're talking about the Dallas Cowboys, and because of the fact that it is Dak Prescott. And he's very divisive, very polar, much in the same way that Tony Romo was for as long as he was. Joe Buck said something this very interesting this morning on Good Morning America when breaking down the schedule, breaking down the fact that the Cowboys were going to have 2 Monday night games, and that doesn't necessarily mean Monday night, just 2 Monday night football games. Remember, they had some Saturday games late in the year as well. But Monday Night Football's broadcast team, Joe Buck, who is good friends with Troy Aikman, who is really close with Jerry Jones. All of these things are true. He said this.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's make or break for this version of the Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott, who was hoping to get a deal done. Jerry Jones didn't get that done with him. So I think it's, hey, you guys win and you'll get paid. You don't win, and there are going to be major changes in Dallas.
Looks like all those people that want to see Dak punted out the door may very well get what they want if what he just said is true. Joe Buck this morning on Good Morning America, when asked about the possible storylines, because storylines are gold, That was the first storyline he mentioned, is the fact that Dak Prescott, they could roll this thing out and let it see what happens. Now, look, I'm not saying that Dak is going to be one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time or the greatest quarterback in Cowboy history or any of these things. Has he had pitfalls along the way? Is the fact that there aren't a lot of really good quarterbacks in the NFL. Dak Prescott has played 8 seasons. He is 2-5 in the postseason. That means they missed the playoff once. It's pretty good. I understand you want more, but there are a lot of quarterbacks without rings in the same vein with Michael Jordan keeping a lot of players from getting rings during his time in the NBA. Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes are keeping a whole lot of guys from getting rings. Aaron Rodgers has a single ring. And I remember growing up, John Elway was about to be Dan Marino. Then he won 2 Super Bowls. Peyton Manning was one of the guys that couldn't get over the hump until he finally did. Drew Brees, Brett Favre, Matthew Stafford. He was literally traded for Jared Goff. And they got a first-round pick in return as well. A Goff and a pick. And then he goes and wins the Super Bowl. Jared Goff got them to a Super Bowl. Now people are saying they'd rather have Goff than Dak. Is it possible to believe that some quarterbacks can age a little better than others? Absolutely. Is it true that Dak Prescott had a career year last year? Absolutely. Has he come up short in big moments? Absolutely. Is that all on him? Absolutely not, because the entire team let them down in the postseason. And it did so in multiple postseasons. We've had penalties. We've had a bunch of different reasons why the Cowboys have lost big games. To me, you can't look past this. Now, Dak's a lot like the NBA on TNT. You let them hit the open market, you may regret it because there just aren't that many that can do it. And for all those that think Trey Lance is going to be the quarterback when he's gone, why would you let him hit free agency too? That tells you what the Cowboys think of him. Look, I've got tickets to go see Nick Swartzen at the Aztec Theater as he is playing December 6th at the Aztec Theater, brought to you by Live Nation. Tickets online at Live Nation if you don't win. I told you, YouTubers, I've got one for you. This is your question. First one to answer on the YouTube chat. I'm going to keep it going until somebody gets it right. Trey Young recently posted something, and I said that it made him want to work his way to San Antonio. What was the caption of the photo on Instagram that he posted that led me to believe that he wanted to work his way here into San Antonio? You let me know that. First one that does it right here, 656 ESPN 210-656-3776. I will let you know in the comment section if you won. Coming up next, Rangers baseball right here on San Antonio Sports Star.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. 120,000 miles of night drives, daily commutes, and who knows how many.
Are we there yet?
Through countless fixes, elbow grease, and a new radiator, you kept your ride alive. With eBay Motors, you have over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
At Lowe's, save big every day when you buy in bulk. Save 10% when you buy 20 or more select self-leveling underlayment. And there's more. Save 10% when you buy 2 or more packs of 360 Trex Universal Hidden Fasteners. Visit us in-store or online for low prices on the materials you need. Because Lowe's knows savings. Lowe's knows pros. Selection varies by location while supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. See sales associate for details.
Plus, you can watch and listen on the ESPN app.
I'm Nick DeLuca. The Stanley Cup playoffs roll on with a big Game 5 in Sunrise. Panthers looking to punch their ticket to the conference finals. The Bruins trying to send the series back to Boston for Game 6. And they're off from Morgan Geekie to take a 1-0 lead in the first period. 9:37 until intermission. Geekie's fourth of the playoffs. Florida a 1.5 favorite tonight on ESPN Bet. Followed by Game 4, Oilers and Canucks. Vancouver can go up 3-1 with a win. They're favored by a 1.5 at 9:30 Eastern. Both games on ESPN TV. In the WNBA, season openers across the league, and Caitlin Clark set to make her WNBA debut. Number 1 overall pick, the most prolific scorer in women's college basketball history, hitting the pro hardwood for the first time, says she's not making too much of her debut.
I mean, I slept really good, honestly. I don't feel like nervous or really anxious. I think I'm just like excited more than anything and just embracing it. You know, obviously Connecticut's really good and everything that they do, you know, get to step on the court with a lot of really great players tonight. So I think just rely on the people around me and be myself. You know, I know this team needs stuff from me, so just go out there and perform and have a lot of fun.
Clark's Indiana Fever take on the Connecticut Sun. Coming up in a couple of minutes, game on ESPN2 and ESPN+. In the NBA, Timberwolves center Rudy Gobert fined $75,000 for making a money sign gesture at the officials during Game 4 against the Nuggets on Sunday.
Hey, it's Michelle Smallman. Coming up Wednesday, we'll continue to react to LeBron showing up at a Cavs game and continue to wonder what's next for him and the Lakers. It's Unsportsmanlike, 6 a.m. Eastern right here on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.